Man, we live, man. What it do? What it do?
Man, you already know, man. We've been away for a minute, but we had to come back and speak on the Young Thug situation. Allegedly, it's some folks saying that he that. I don't want to say, I don't want to say the R word, but they saying he that, and we definitely going to explain the allegations that set the internet on fire. Regarding to Young Thug, pardon. But when we lay this out, I want people to understand we are not journalists.
Right.
We're doing commentary. So we not here to just lay out the facts in a unbiased type of way. I'm definitely going to be giving how I feel on the situation. I'm judging, but I'm going to try to judge the niggas fairly. I got to judge niggas on this one. And we're going to address not only where this whole thing started from, we're going to zoom out and see, is this the fall of Young Thug? Is this the fall of ATL having a chokehold on the rap game? I feel like it might be over. These are questions that we got to address. And further from there, there's been more fallout about people who are close to the situation, adjacent to the situation, speaking out. And some relationships might be irretrievably broken after all of these allegations have come out, and by the time the dust settles, we don't know who gonna be beefing if niggas who we thought was brothers. Everybody like to call each other brothers nowadays. We gonna see it if that could withstand the scrutiny of the public and the pressure, all of that stuff. So
right,
I realize that some people, all three people who's tuning in, you feel me? They might have been under a rock. They might not have been following the story too closely. I know a lot of I'm embarrassed about how much I care about this. Like, I was delighted to be watching all of these leaks and everything like that, but everybody might not be following this so closely. So I thought Double XL did a good initial breakdown on their Instagram. Maybe we could get into that just to add some context, just catch everybody up to speed before we begin to opine, as it were. Is that all right, Bob? If we do that?
Yeah, we could do it.
All right, let's get into the breakdown here. Let me see if I could go ahead and play it. All right.
Full breakdown. Yesterday, a 2-hour interrogation of Young Thug resurfaced where he name-dropped Pee Wee Roscoe, the man convicted in connection with the 2015 Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. Fans called it snitching, and it's extra messy because Thug has long leaned into the Gunna snitch narrative. Young Thug fired back saying, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Rat where?" Then Pee Wee Roscoe himself went live saying Young Thug did not rat, even calling him clean as Listerine. But Pee Wee flipped it on others, saying the real rats are Rallo, Gunna, and Lil Duke. Quick context, Rallo isn't YSL. He's an Atlanta rapper from his own Famerica camp. Rallo clapped back denying snitching, saying he'd fight Pee Wee one-on-one, and even exposed paperwork that allegedly shows Young Thug gave info in a murder case in the back of a squad car. By the way, this is an older incident that has nothing to do with the YSL Rico case. YSL Mondo also joined in, calling Young Thug a rat and dragging Pee Wee, saying he's brainwashed. Meanwhile, Lil Duke went at Yak Gotti, claiming Yak once told prosecutors that he gave Duke a gun to retaliate against a rival gang in 2015. Well, Young Thug just responded to the motion posted by Rallo, saying, "This motion got filed because the detective lied and said I made a statement in the back of a police car, stupid. That never ever happened. Stop trying to make me one of those boys. Death before dishonor this way, kids." This sparked an extensive back and forth between him and Rallo. Rallo feels like the same energy given to him and Gunna needs to be applied to Young Thug, while Thug seems to believe the situations are different. He tweeted, "I tried to free my mans, you tried to fry yours." Rallo then fired back, responding, "Well, it don't look like you freed him to us, twin." Fans are reacting to all the chaos too. One user responded to Young Thug's interrogation post saying, "Legit, nothing Gunna said was used in court either. You can't move the goalpost now." Another tweeted, "Little baby in the worst position of all because you turned your back on the who taught you how to rap to stand by a on the same when you could have just stayed out." The chaos is still going down right now, but we'll be sure to keep you updated. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts on the situation.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Now, Bob, I've said a lot. What are your feelings initially hearing all of this about the beloved Thugger? Like, what say you?
Rap is dead, streets is dead, you know. uh yeah, I think that it's a bad look for Thug business wise for him when you got your friends that are they gotta choose now between run with the wave or like act like they dealing with you. I just feel like definitely Thug lost in this situation. It's
I
a
got to
hell.
pick. I got to pick. We can share. I'm glad that you spoke on the business aspect of it. You said this is bad for Thug's business.
Well, I ain't even gonna say that because look at Gunna, you know what I mean? But I'm saying he don't
Well,
look
okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
he don't look like he's in people's favor right now. A few weeks ago when he beat his trial, looks like he had the world. But now it's like
Listen, listen. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I remember when I was defending Thug on here. Or no, not Thug. When I was defending Gunner on here, and I was saying that he is going to have a good career. He is going to be bouncing back because he's talented. And when Gunner came out, he proved me right. Now, I haven't watched the old episodes, but I don't know if you was agreeing with me about Gunner. But I'll tell you something about Gunner. When Gunner got out of jail, what that man started doing? Working out, shutting the hell up. Since he's been out of jail, he's made 3 hit albums. All of them fire. I personally love Gunner's albums since he's been out of jail. Right? What Thug been doing? Running his mouth. Ain't dropped no hits since he been out. And the main thing he was doing is trying to discredit Gunner. And we already decided we didn't really care that much because Gunner was making good music. Thug doesn't really have good music to fall back on right now. And that's nobody's fault but his, if you ask me, because everybody's begging for new music. You got the support of Drake. You got the support of Lil Baby. We ain't heard nothing yet. And then the snippet that you just leaked, he in the song talking about who is snitch. Now that set the stage for you to look like a big ass hypocrite. Because at least when Gunna came out, he had some pretty good points, bro. When he came out on that first album, he was responding to Lil Baby. He said, "You switched on me knowing you in business with a rat." Feel me? And he was talking about QCP. Now, I'm not going to call QCP, but it made you think like, damn, I'm your homeboy. You switched up on me, but you in business with somebody who told the police about a crime.
Right.
Now we have leaked jail calls between Lil Baby and Thug, where Thug is criticizing Lil Baby for associating with QCP, and he calling him that.
Now, question:
call QCP a rat. This does not look good.
Who you think is leaking them jail calls?
It could be anybody. This is public information. That's what people don't realize. So if somebody works in the system and they should obtain the tape and they find a way to record it, I don't know if it's a crime to release that. We've been seeing Thug's jail visits. Those got leaked a long time ago.
Right.
If you say something in court, I could look it up. Remember, we had a whole podcast episode where we was talking about Yak Gotti snitching on Duke. Everybody glossed over that at the time. Didn't think it was a big deal. Now it's resurfacing. So that's why I think it's bad for business. It's bad for Thugger's image because you built up the image of being, you know what I'm saying, this anti-snitching spokesperson. And now we have a 2-hour interrogation video.
Damn.
Where you accuse Pee Wee Roscoe of committing crimes all day. You said that you and Pee Wee Roscoe was selling Lil Wayne weed. We know Pee Wee Roscoe shot up Lil Wayne tour bus. And then there was another interrogation video where Thug was saying I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just don't tell the world that I'm telling you. And they asked Thug for his number, and he gave it to him. How do you explain your way out of that?
You can't, bro. It's a bad look, you know. And I don't even think explaining your way out of. I just don't think it don't really matter no more. If Thug makes good music, I mean, rap is not getting the support from the community that it's been getting anyway. Rap is on a decline low. People aren't
I
really.
don't know if I agree with that.
What?
I
Okay.
don't know if I agree with that.
Okay. Well, I would say that. Well, you can see it with the BET Awards. They're not having the BET Hip Hop Awards. The
Who
shows
cares
we
about the
used to have.
BET Hip Hop Awards? Not me.
Okay.
I don't give a damn about the hip hop BET
Awards
Awards.
and stuff.
I don't care
Well,
about that.
what I'm saying, because of the violent music and because of the cases and because of the lives that's been affected, I feel like rap music is getting nobody's really rocking with it like they used to. It's too much. It's too much negativity going around it.
I'd say that rap music is so popular right now because of the negativity. That's what niggas want, bro. They want negativity. Why do you think that Young Thug has so much support in the first place? It's because we all thought he was a monster on the streets, a goddamn demon. We seen a guy toting guns in ATL, and he was wearing dresses, and we was trying to figure out how is this happening? How is this happening?
Mm-hmm.
And then we heard Walker say, "Hey man, watch how you talk about Young Thug, man. It'll be a Halloween on your ass. You feel me? That boy's serious." And all these people vouching for him, and it made the music so real because we like to see the intersection of true crime and hip hop music. We like to see that, and that's what Thug brought us. So for his image to be tarnished in this way, the bars are not going to hit the same. Because it's going to feel like you're not coming from a real place. You got all this stuff to say about people who told. Come to find out, it appears as though you were telling. Now, I want to steal Man Thug's argument, right?
Right.
Because he did have a defense for this. There was one article here, or I won't say article, it was a tweet on X.com where he was Rollo made a tweet about Thug. He said, "Well, bitch, I lied to the feds for real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. So now you're gonna have to go through what me and Gunna went through, right?" And it says something about on that. He said something. Young Thug got to make a gospel album, right? Something's over it where I can't read it. Thug responds and says, "See, the difference between me and you is one of your friends said that you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed to try to prove to detectives that we wasn't beefing with him. See the difference? And let's not forget you told Fanny you would take the stand on me and Lucci in our case to get out of jail." What is your response to that? How you feel about that defense that Young Thug presented to the snitching allegation?
It's not a good defense. He's saying he made an honest mistake. It sounds bad. It's no, you know what I mean?
I would have to agree with you 100%. Go ahead.
To it. Yeah, it's no real factual, where he could say his is different. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's a bad look. He made himself.
The only thing that could really save him from that interrogation recording, and I encourage anybody to listen to it. I did listen to it. Is right. If it comes out that was an AI rendering, you know what I'm saying? Like if they could come out and say, "Listen, somebody chat GPT this together," that wasn't actually Thug in an interrogation. He never said that though. Thug's not saying that wasn't his voice. He's saying, "Oh, nothing I said was used in court." A lot of people are saying we could have said that Gunna made an honest mistake. All Gunna said was "yes, ma'am." He was trying to take a plea.
Yeah.
Some people saw that as, well, he shouldn't have said that. Maybe he should have did it. Maybe he should have, got the blessing from Young Thug. But this don't look like somebody that was trying to hurt Thug. He was doing what he thought was the right thing to do. It was an honest mistake. But Thug didn't give that kind of grace to Gunna. So why should we give that to him? And it don't. Another thing is about that moving the goalposts. As soon as somebody who get accused of telling says that, oh, what I said wasn't used in court, it's starting to look shaky, because that's not the only thing that qualifies as telling, bro. If you telling the police about crime, you told. It don't matter if it make it to the courtroom. You could be on the corner. They could come to your house. It could be in an interrogation. It could be in the jail. It could be you pillow talking to a young lady that you're with. If you doing something that gives information to the police about crimes, the streets is going to say that you told. I don't care if it ended up in court or not. That's just the meat and potatoes of the situation. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, most definitely. So at the end of the day, is Young Thug a snitch to you?
Yeah. I mean, but I don't really care. I don't really care. But if you asking me, like, under this definition of what the streets is going to say, street code, yeah, man, he knows that. He's part of the blood gang. He knows he wasn't supposed to be in that. You could have called Brian Steele. You could have said, listen, man, I don't want to talk to y'all. I need a lawyer. I'd rather not say anything. That's what a street nigga was supposed to do. All of that, you trying to finesse the police and make it juicy for him, and I'm trying to throw him off. That shit don't fly, you know what I'm saying, in the gang world. And he know that. He know damn well. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't, I'm not committing no crimes. I'm out here driving trucks. Mm-hmm. I'm just a nigga on the podcast, man. I'm just a nigga from Broward on the podcast. I don't have no DP to give Young Thug. If he come out with a hot song right now, I would listen to it. If I see Young Thug in the streets, I'd say, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at him. But if we talk about what qualifies as a snitch and the type of stuff he was talking against, I got to say, he's looking pretty hypocritical right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy about that?
Yeah.
The big thing is that he told on Pee Wee, the guy who is alleged to have shot up Lil Wayne tour bus. I think the man did 10 years. What do you think about Pee Wee defending Young Thug, saying that he cleaned his Listerine? He ain't do nothing wrong. He was trying to help me.
Like, how do you know? He trying to stay close good with the money. You know what I mean? He don't want to.
I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to just jump the gun and say it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it could be some truth to what you're saying. It's like, dog, we know that people in the streets be picking and choosing. Yeah. It's like you could tell, but if you got money or niggas fear you enough, it's like a lot of niggas will sweep that shit under the rug. Like, they ain't gonna play with you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that for sure.
No, that's just how the streets go.
For real. What you think about Gunna? What do you think this do for Gunna's career?
I think the perception is gonna.
Is he holding hip hop down? In your opinion, do you feel like that's one of the ones right now? I don't really listen to Gunna.
Listen, Gunna is one of the ones. He just dropped a fire ass album. I was listening to that bit several times. I think
what did he be talking about though? What did he be talking about? Like,
you asked me a question. I'm just trying to answer. You said, "What do I think this means for Gunna?" I'm saying he's going to continue to flourish in his career. What is he talking about? He talking about his life. He talking about street shit. He talking about what he feel. He talking about what any other rapper's talking about. But he ain't on there accusing people of snitching and everything like that. He getting to his bag. Gunna out here flourishing in life, exercising, knocking down bad ones, making hit albums. That's what Thug should be doing. And what I was trying to say is, I think in history, we're going to look back at this and say, at a time, Thug was winning battles against Gunna because he's the one who decided to come at Gunna. Gunna was out here saying free Thug. And it turns out Gunna's going to end up winning the war because Now it's gonna look like you did something way worse than what Gunna did. Gunna just said, "Yes, ma'am." Gunna's not in an interrogation room saying that you could call me and I'll tell you information about crimes. Just don't tell anybody that I told you. That's way worse. So all that same energy. First of all, he needs to apologize to Gunna. A lot of people out there should apologize to Gunna. And the same energy that niggas have for Gunna, they need to have it for Thug. If we're going to be consistent, or are we going to kind of just stop making a big deal of this whole snitch thing? We got to pick a side because we can't have it both ways. We can't. And a lot of Thug's aura right now is gone. You know, everybody thought Thug was so cool. He couldn't do no wrong. He put on a dress. It wasn't enough. He'll say something dumb on some tweets. He done that a bunch of times. People kind of forgive it. That's Thug being Thug. Now, he's goofy. They're going to see him as goofy. They're going to make jokes about the outfits. They're going to make jokes about the music. I bet you when he come out with a song next, people going to say that it ain't slime.
People going to say that it ain't slime?
Yeah, I think so. Because the aura is just, it's messed up now. It's like we don't really see him the same way. The bars ain't going to hit the same way because with hip-hop, we like authenticity, bro. I got to ask you this, Bobby. What do you think about Rollo saying that Thug split up ATL? I'll read a quote here from Rollo. He says, first he tried to turn Birdman against Lil Wayne. Then he tried to turn the world against Rich Homie Quan. He made everybody go against YFN Lucci. He was beefing with Future. And then he turned everybody against Gunna. What do you feel about that narrative?
Oh.
Did he lie?
I ain't gonna say lie, but it definitely, you know, it seems like it's a parallel to that, you know, that from what I'm hearing, what he's saying to what's going on in real life.
When you say it's a parallel, you saying like it's another way you could look at those events?
Yeah, you can look at it like that. I don't want to pinpoint them and say like, because you know, dealing with the, you know, in our culture, bro, you get into it. It's always, especially in that rap, you know, it's rap. You always beefing rapping with somebody. So maybe it could have been some rap type stuff. I don't know, but
you trying to say that Lil Wayne beef with Young Thug was rap? That's what you saying?
I mean, that's what rap is. You know, you want to take people's spot.
No, Bob, I gotta stop you there, Bob.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne's tour bus got shot up. That's deeper than rap. Them niggas did not like each other. It was, and then Birdman kind of like has something to do with that.
That's
like,
what I'm
that's
saying.
Bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just rap when niggas want to harm you.
No, it ain't just rap, but that's the energy that rap brings, bro. It's that drill.
You can see
it's that kind of I'm beefing with you.
Listen,
I don't like
okay. That's okay. But you said that it was just rap. It was a little bit more than rap.
More than rap, yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Like that's what rap is now, bro. It's beefing with somebody ops. It's like that's the kind of culture.
If somebody beefing and I'm saying that's just rap, I'm not talking about them niggas shooting each other. No, that's like I'm not gonna use that phraseology, dog. I'm not, dog. Them niggas had beef. Now it's crazy because it seemed like him and Lil Wayne got cool after that. I don't really hear Birdman speaking on Wayne like that. I don't hear Wayne speaking on Birdman like that. They went on tour together, which is wild to me. But there was a time when that shit was a little bit deeper than rap. And if you ask me, Rollo is making sense now. They did turn everybody against Rollo when Rollo, it was pretty clear to me that Rollo was lying to the police. I mean, there's some people who might argue with that narrative, but at the end of the day, the police even said that this guy's not credible. He's telling us a bunch of bullshit. You feel me? In those words, like his paperwork is saying that the police don't take anything that he says is credible anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That to me is better than Young Thug telling the truth to the police. So I think that Rollo is taking the W when it comes to that. And I remember when Jade on that podcast that Jade and what's the other dude name? I don't remember their names, man, but they got a popular podcast where they really assassinated Rollo's character. They brought up the paperwork, and they weren't really giving him a chance to talk and all of that in defense of Young Thug. I want to see if that podcast is going to go as hard at Young Thug as they did go at Rollo and Gunna.
Probably not. Probably not.
I mean, what you got to say about YSL Mondo, one of the founders of YSL, going at Thugger, calling him up?
It looks messy. It looked messy for ATL right now, man. I can just say that Thug should have just was quiet, just made his music. All of this being surrounded, but I don't know, man. It's a lot of attention coming to it. Them boys, all of them boys might as well drop some music then, since you thinking rap still living, rap still live. See how much money they can make from, you know what I'm saying, with all this attention they get.
That's what they need to do. I'm telling you, the people who seem like they flourishing the most off of this story is people who was accused of telling. I seen Charleston White doing content, doing numbers. I see Lil Woody got his own little, he got a mic now, you feel me? He streaming, talking on things. He even accused Pee Wee Roscoe of having sex with a transsexual. And
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm inclined to, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't really have any evidence to back this up, but damn, Lil Woody sounded credible when he was talking about Pee Wee Roscoe having sex with a transgender. And he said that when Pee Wee Roscoe admitted to it, Young Thug was present. Kind of makes you wonder. Like, black street dudes ain't really the most open-minded when it comes to stuff like that. And Thug still being cool with Pee Wee Roscoe after admitting to something like that. I mean, it's not typical. I'll just leave it at that. It's not typical for street niggas in the rap game. Any thoughts on that?
No, it's not typical, but Thug was already suspect, man. Nobody gave him. He's been a suspect. You know what I mean? Like, that's not somebody people gonna stand on and stand behind, bro. I mean, there is some people, but everybody on the outside looking in, we already looked at Thug was already a weirdo.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who would agree with what you just said. We knew that Young Thug was kind of out there. He was different. He was calling people bae and wearing dresses and
not people. He was calling men bae. Yeah.
I mean, he used to call Rich Homie Quan hubby.
Yeah, weirdo stuff.
And we all kind of just, we kind of let him get away with that. You would have thought that would be the end of a rapper's career once you start doing stuff like that. Young Thug just continued to go up. Now, I'm gonna bring something up that is being resurfaced too. There's a officer, and this guy used to be on the show First 48, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody listening could correct me, let me know if I'm wrong. But he's claimed that Young Thug spoke on a murder in the back of a police car. And Young Thug's attorney stopped that testimony from coming to court because they were able to, paint the cop as not credible. Now, I'm going to tell you why that story is going to get a lot more traction now. Because Young Thug keeps on putting his foot in his mouth. He keeps on contradicting himself. And I'm going to explain. Young Thug claims that he advised his brother, Un Funk, to take the plea after Gunna and others did. What Thug says in a tweet is, my brother would have rolled the whole trip out, but when them guys took the plea, I told my brother to take it too. Nigga had just did 12 years, and I ain't want to put my mama through that again. That's what Thug said. Now, there was a phone call that leaked from jail where somebody asked Thug, like, yo, you told that boy to do that? And Thug denies it. Thug's like, nah, hell nah. He strongly denied that he advised on phone. Now, Bob, we covered this YSL trial so closely. We made so many podcast videos about that. I remember telling you, I don't understand the energy towards Gunna when on phone took the same plea, and ain't nobody talking about him. At the time, nobody was talking about Yak Gotti when he told on Duke. And I was like, why is everybody putting so much heat on Gunna? But when other people took pleas, it ain't a big deal.
You know why?
Obviously, it was a big
Because
deal to
it's
Thug.
because of the audio. You know how it was presented. That's why I say news is dangerous, because they presented Gunna as he was on the stand and said, yes, YSL is a gang. It was on the stand. And it was like
that has a lot to do with it. I'll concede that for sure. That does, yeah, of course, that makes it look worse. But the interrogation video is just as bad. And I'm trying to say that Young Thug is saying that he never said that in the back of the cop car, which we don't really know to be true. We didn't hear that on tape yet.
We didn't hear that on tape, but if you can hear how he talking now you're gonna be like, hold on.
Exactly. Can we believe this? And we know that Thug will tell the world something and get caught lying on it. Like, we've been seeing this back to back. He's saying, like, that sounds believable. That tweet where he was like, yo, I told my brother, you feel me, to take the plea. He just did 12 years, you feel me? I ain't want to put my mama through that.
Was that a fake tweet?
No, that wasn't a fake tweet, but I'm saying that he's on a leaked jail phone call saying that he didn't like the fact that his brother took that plea.
Right.
So it makes you look like a liar.
Know. Yeah.
It makes you look like a liar. Like you telling some big lies.
Yeah.
You telling some big lies. You picking and choosing.
Yeah, it ain't like you lying. Oh, I slept at my dog house last night, and you know what I'm saying? No, it's like you ain't even. There's no merit. There's nothing in there,
Listen, man, I'm gonna let you hear. I'm gonna let you hear. Hold on, bro. Cause you think I'm just talking. Hold on.
You seen your brother please? He said you told him to do that. Man, God, that's what you tell him to do. When that thing got out, they take a plea and say aloud.
Bob, you heard that? He said, "Watch out, man." He said, "No." He said on God. He said on that same God. He capped.
Yeah, that story ain't adding up.
And then okay, look. Let me look at it another way. If you did tell your brother to take the plea, and then you speaking down on your brother to the next nigga, you still foul. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your brother looking crazy after you told him to do that. Which one is it? Either way, you foul, bro. Yeah. Young slime like for real, bro. That's slimy, bro.
Ain't no honor amongst thieves, man. And we don't look at these guys as honorable men.
No, we don't.
We don't, bro. Shouldn't. If you tell me you a rapper, the first thing I'm gonna come to my mind is,
hey, watch out, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like,
bro, nah, don't put that on all. Nah, bro, don't put that on all rappers, dog. Like,
I can't help it. Listen, I'm not gonna say
okay,
it's
go ahead.
Rappers talking positive. Listen, shout out to that boy D1. It is some rappers out there that's
man, he gets on my damn nerves. But go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off.
At least he ain't talking about taking, you know what I'm saying? Drill.
You're not listening to D1 in the whip, bro. You're not listening to his music.
I'm not.
Okay. Let's get that established. Okay.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is it is some positive rap out there. But
you just not listening to it. But go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, because all these niggas don't rub me the wrong way. But you got this ATL thing. You got these dudes wearing tight pants. I mean, just the look in
the tight pants I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with that at all. Y'all out here killing people, robbing people, telling all people you're supposed to be loyal to, and then you promoting this image out here to the kids, to grown men, really, because they're influential to grown men. People always talk about, oh, you know, the kids. No, it's grown men looking at this, getting influenced, and you ain't living up to what you out here preaching, bro. And I don't really like. I'm not even really speaking about the morality to it. Like, and if I was, let me put that to the side. For me, we really like credible rappers, bro. We want to believe what you're saying on these records. Once you put it in our mind that we really can't believe it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've just destroyed like the image that we have for you. So it's gonna be hard for us to lift you up unless you got some super fire ass music. You know what I'm saying? We might be able to just
bro. Fat Joe be lying and
that.
capping. Rappers are liars, bro. That's what they are. Like
I can't disagree with that, but the lies should be believable. I mean, you could exaggerate, you could embellish, you know, you could lie a little bit, but these lies is just too great. You know, you can't be out here going on a campaign against liars, and then you stand bro. Like, that's like D1. That's like D1 talking all this stuff, and then a sex tape drop on D1. We're gonna be like, what? You on here trying to drag everybody else for not being positive and doing this and not living a godly life, and you on a sex tape doing something. If we find out D1 was robbing people out here, killing people out here, we'll be like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna like him either, because it's like, damn, you should have just been yourself. You should have just been who you was. All Thug had to do was like shut up. Like, you didn't have to say all of that about Gunna. You feel me? You tried to tear this man's image down, dog. Now, I'll move on because I don't want to repeat myself too much. There was something else that developed from this story as well. Rollo gave a warning to Thug. He said, hey, Jeff, this is my final warning for you niggas, to leave me alone, because I promise I got some shit in this phone I can post that y'all won't be able to come back from. Big Jade, you, and everybody that's in Roscoe comments knew this boy Pee Wee was a rat. But the point I had to prove is that y'all ain't cut us off for snitching. Y'all want to get us out of jealousy, hatred, and envy. You frauds has been exposed, and the truth has came out of the darkness. Shut Pee Wee up, because he really digging a deeper hole for y'all. I can feel the angels in my soul, and we prepared to go against the whole fake ass industry. That's what Rollo says. Now, do you think there's some credibility to those threads?
Yeah. You know, he's a rapper.
I think he might come out with some sexuality study, because he said he got some stuff in the phone. Like, what could it be at this point that's gonna be so that, like, I'm gonna go out on the limb. He might have some sexual stuff, a thug that been floating around out there that maybe people was trying to keep under wraps. You know, I don't know. I'm just speculating. What you think?
Think about it like this. Remember when Baby was going to them little parties? He was hugging.
Hey man, not too much on Lil Baby, man. This Lil Baby should have get taken down.
He shouldn't, but you know what?
Well, maybe he should though. Maybe he should. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. Lil Baby was going hard on Gunna too, but he was trying to defend his dog. What you say? Go ahead.
You lay with him. Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? You play with him, you lay with him, bro. So he rocking with Thug. You got to take all this that come with it. That's just how it is. Anybody you rock with.
Yo, you know what I noticed? You know what's real loud? What's real loud right now? The quietness from Lil Baby and Boosie. Listen, Boosie should have been on a Vlad interview right now doing 2-3 hours on this, because Lil Boosie got something to say about everybody's sexuality. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. He talking about everybody talking, who a snitch, who ain't a snitch. I'm starting to see a pattern with Boosie. When people he like get exposed for telling, it's like you don't want to say nothing. But maybe when people who you got something, you know, in you for, but you ain't really say nothing about it, you'll use that talking thing as a doorway, because Kodak was just out here getting his money. He made a song with somebody that told on some people he don't even know. It's just music. He kept it music. He not committing no crimes with 6ix9ine. And Boosie felt so offended by that and disgusted that he said that, oh, Kodak, if you do that, like you'll suck dick or something. He said like that. It was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I thought you and Kodak was friends. Now, Thug, you know what I mean? You're supposed to say something about that, Boosie. We want to hear from you. You one of the biggest advocates for not telling. Even though, you know, we do got Boosie on tape kind of telling a little bit. I'm just saying, but you one of the biggest anti-telling advocates. You want to campaign about not snitching. Why hasn't Boosie or Little Baby spoke on this Young Thug situation? Bobby, tell us why. Tell us
I
why,
feel like
please.
it's a bad look right now. I don't. It's like, come on, man. Business wise, you gotta understand. Like, people be wanting them to speak, but it's like, look, this business, and I can't knock my business in trying to like
listen from the
talk
from
on
from the
something.
from the standpoint of business. This is the best time to speak about it. You got to kick a nigga while he's down. Thug is spiraling down the drain right now. This is when Lil Baby and Boosie need to speak on Thug, just like they did with Gunna when they thought Gunna's career was going to be over. They seized on the opportunity to put him down, to build themselves up. Why we can't take part in the same type of activity when it comes to Thug?
Right,
Why we
right.
can't do it? That's all I'll say. It would be if we talk about business, it might be a good, you know what I'm saying? It could make Lil Baby be the top street nigga. You feel me? Even though Rollo advised that, he said 21, stay out of it. Thug, stay out of it. You know, y'all boys just vibe, twin. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think this can change hip hop where we get away from the gangster rap?
We already kind of getting away from it. Like, it ain't a good thing to be a drill rapper now. You can't perform at certain place. They all die and go to jail fairly early. You know, the most money that they see from their music gets collected by somebody else, really, because they'll probably be dead a lot of times. And I hate to be that morbid about it, but I don't think anybody's really thinking being a drill rapper is the best route right now. People are gravitating to people who are accused of being tellers. You know, it ain't really slow Gunna down at all. And you'll hear a lot of people online like, yo, we don't even care about this. Like, y'all trying to live up to this image is dumb. It's crazy. Because I could tell you something, Bob. I really care about this stuff more than I should. I do listen to rappers that are criminals, rap about criminality. I don't want to do what they do. I don't want to live that life. I'm finna drive them trucks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm finna drive them trucks, man. I'm not trying to wipe a nigga nose. I'm not trying to backdoor nobody. Not doing none of that. We don't care that much. But you the one who came out and presented this image to us, and you told us to believe it. So when you contradict yourself, yeah, we gonna speak on it. That's content. We got to speak on that.
But Cap, do you think is rap a career? Yeah, you preachers still guys out here want to be rappers. If somebody want to be a rapper, right now in this climate,
right?
Do you feel like I heard you was talking about like nobody have no respect for drill rappers, but even the trying to be a rapper out here right now, what do you think people perspective is of you as a person just trying to be a rapper?
Your perspective of me?
No, of the rapper.
I just think that stuff is kind of like on the way out. Like, if you listen to new rappers, their image ain't really like that. You know, you follow Blackboy Max, the streamer. He makes beats and they make songs on this thing. Yeah, man. You an old nigga. You ain't really tapped into the culture like me. Yeah. But this guy is a little zesty. You know, light-skinned guy, curly hair, Not tough at all. Lil Baby had to get on his stream, and Lil Baby numbers was going up when he appeared on this stream. But he's popular right now. He's probably making more money than most rappers, and he makes music too. That's the image that people are gravitating towards. DDG, streamer / rapper. That's what people are gravitating to. Kai Cenat, streamer, made a rap song. It was a hit. That's what the kids are gravitating towards. That's the new wave. All of this overly tough stuff, nah, man, that's not the future. That's kind of like the past. Now, people is holding on to it because we got rap is older than it's ever been today. It's older than it's ever been right here today. So we got a lot of people who's 40 years old, 35 years old, that's still holding on to people that grew up with NWA, people that grew up with, you know, the 50 Cents and all of the Tupacs and the Biggies. We grew up with that, so we're still holding on to that. But the new wave, the new generation, they're not really overly, like, you know, infatuated with that super tough thing. I mean, there's still going to be room for that. I mean, you know, we're going to see that, but I don't think those are going to be the people at the forefront because they're not now. They're not.
Right. Yeah. So with independence, I don't know if you hear about the rapper that I like out there, that California rapper. He talk about ownership. That's the only one that I don't even listen to him, but when I listen to him, he's saying something. I forget his name.
You don't even know his name.
Bay Area rapper.
Is that Lil Russell?
Lil Russell. Yep. That's the only one that I can.
I don't even know if that's cuz name. I just said
no. That's him, Lil Russell.
Okay.
But Mama Lisa asked, is this young man a rapper? He's a former rapper. He used to rap. He's something like Gilly, like he used to rap back in the day. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I still got bars now. You know what I'm saying?
You know, he like used to rap back in the day.
Yeah, they might get some. You know, I might drop something for the algorithm, try to get us back up there. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I ain't lost it. And, you know, I feel like the older rappers is the best. I be seeing clips of these homeless niggas. They better than niggas who you know how niggas be like, oh, they rapping like the Rents do. We had it wrong this whole time, dog. Niggas need to rap like they have no rent due, like they're homeless. Because them clips from the homeless niggas be the best rappers, dog. Now, I don't want to stray too far from the topic at hand. What do you say about QCP defending himself against the rat allegations that Thug put on him? If I could just read a quote. QCP says, imagine some broke-ass rats like Thugger, Young Thug, and Pee Wee Rat Roscoe trying to run a rat narrative on me. All my niggas that I love running with these bitch-ass niggas, knowing these niggas talk about me, I'm going to say this for the last time. I'm not no street nigga. I'm a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All the street niggas is broke, dead, and in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit? Streets been dead. Y'all niggas gave the city a bad name, and I apologize for the rough read. These niggas don't use proper grammar or, you know, punctuation, and they blocking out curse words. But you get the gist of what QCP was saying there. How do you feel about his response? I thought it was strong. What say you?
Yes, it was strong because we come from a background of people like William O'Neal. I'm gonna brief everybody on William O'Neal. Was a guy who gave information to the police about what Fred Hampton lived at, and he anonymously got shot, and William O'Neal committed suicide. Crazy. It hurt him that, but you know, he was now in that case, that's where we get when, you know, snitching went way far from that, and now it's just telling. But back in the day, it was just much more honor on the police, how you deal with police. Now it's much more of a buddy system. It's like, you know, it's more on who trying to strike a deal together. What can we do? Let's partner up and get somebody. that's the more of the police thing, and I guess it's been like that. But what I'm saying,
Yeah, I
is,
don't think snitching changed too much since then. I'm gonna be honest with you.
but
It's
if I
just
tell you about what William O'Neal did to Fred Hampton, it's like, damn, yeah, that's wrong, bro. That's bad. But if I tell you about what some of these young guys doing, if they may kill a 7-year-old on a stray bullet when it was gangbanging, you like, nah, take them in. You know, it's like this stuff is a little bit more stupid, is dumb, is not on nothing. When I can see,
yeah.
I can, you know,
Well, I'll speak on this. We've gotten way too strict when it comes to what's telling and what's not telling. Now you can't even tell on somebody that's dead. Or, you know, people is in videos saying that, you know, even if I knew about somebody sexually assaulting minors or something, I still wouldn't tell the police. Or if somebody did something to my mama, I wouldn't tell the police. I'll let the streets handle it. It's like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was a thing back in the day, but now it's like certain people are super strict about like what's telling and what's not. And honestly, in QCP situation, just to kind of bring it back, QCP, from what I remember, and I'm not combing through all that shit again, I don't care enough, but from what I remember, QCP was telling on somebody that had killed his friend and was trying to kill his ass. I'm not really holding that against you too bad. Like,
yeah,
QCP did what he felt he had to do to get a nigga out the way. I'm trying to get to this bag. A nigga running up on me at malls and shit like that. This nigga know where I stay. And the police come to me like, what I'm supposed to do? Uphold the street code to keep this nigga on the streets when he trying to in my life? Listen, I ain't never been put in that position, but listen, if you put me in that position, I might have to get a nigga out the way. I'm just gonna say it now, so it ain't no surprise. You ain't got to leak no phone calls about me. Listen, I'm telling you, if I gotta get you out the way, I'm gonna get you out the way. How I gotta get you out the way? Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Right.
So
But
QCP situation different. He ain't
he's
put his
different,
homeboy
bro.
in a trick bag.
Listen,
You know.
the realest guys don't want to be in the streets. They don't want to be in a predicament like that, bro. Like anybody that you know right now, bro, that got sense and it was in the streets, they like, yo, let me pivot out. This ain't a good look for me.
Exactly.
It ain't a good look for family. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Exactly.
It's not a good look for me. They don't want to be in that light. Anybody that got sense. So my point is, these people that are doing this, how does it make sense? Like, how do one is in
Man,
the
you know,
street?
streets don't stop asking why does it make it don't make
I ain't
sense.
even gonna say the streets. I'm gonna say rapping. No. I'm
It
gonna
don't
say
make sense. No, it don't. These are rules that were made up by kids that grown-ups are upholding. These are gang rules. Gangs is started by kids, man, not by older niggas. You feel me? Not by
bro,
wise
they
elder
wearing
niggas.
dresses now. But my point is, I understand the gang stuff. But when you talk about these guys wearing dresses in gangs up there in ATL, it's just like
I
a
don't know
whole.
about that. I don't know about. I
Thug
know
wear the
Thug was doing that,
dress.
but I
Thug had a
who
whole
else was
camp of
doing that?
dudes. Thug had a whole crew of dudes wearing feminine
I
outfits.
ain't see that. You got to pull that up because I didn't see a whole crew. I seen that nigga doing it.
You just
I ain't
seen
see
him.
other niggas. No, I ain't
ATL
see
is
that.
known for it. You know, in ATL, bro.
You know
like,
ATL better than me. Apparently,
Yeah.
I've been to ATL. I saw none of that. I haven't heard of anything, seen of anything like that. Young Thug was in a class by himself with the dress.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to gangsters and dresses, I don't know nothing about that. But just for context, this should be Young Thug criticizing QCP, doing what you think don't make no sense. I mean, I'm agreeing with you, but this is the streets.
Well, they were told ever get too reckless with red. And you be preaching about it too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Yeah, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. Rat, I don't what him. $1 million. Man, you a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got somebody to take a tank. Imagine telling them and still be.
Yeah, a lot of that was edited, but he was saying, listen, I don't care that this guy helped put you on. He's a rat. He helped send somebody to the chain gang. He telling Lil Baby, you wrong for rocking with him. So just more what I was saying. It's just more evidence that Young Thug is a huge hypocrite. You know, I really don't want to speak on nobody like that, but we got to be honest with you, man. I don't want no. I'll never meet these guys. I'm not trying to keep it PC for the industry. We two niggas from Broward telling the truth, man. A lot of people gonna get on these podcasts and they're gonna make excuses. They're gonna kind of walk on eggshells and, well, I don't want to. Allegedly, it looks like that. No, man. He a hypocrite, man. He said one thing, he did another. He saying he upholding the street code. At the same time, he breaking the street code behind closed doors, trying to keep the shit in the shadows, and it got exposed. It looks bad. It's all bad. He shouldn't have did it. I'm gonna speak on it because it's the truth, and he can't get mad. Or nobody can't get mad at me for speaking on it because he should have never did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the truth.
I think, you know, it's looking bad right now for him. Definitely, everybody taking their turn on him, Charleston White.
Yeah. Everybody, YSL Woody, everybody gonna get their turn in. More from QCP real quick. And by the way, I ain't never been in no courtroom on no nigga. Sat in an interrogation room, running niggas' names. I don't speak on the dead, so I don't care enough to explain the situation. Y'all boys, the police. Y'all niggas mad because y'all not me. Strong response from QCP. Out here getting his money, saying he's a civilian. He's a citizen, a tax-paying citizen at that. Don't lump me in with you niggas. I'm not like
that's
y'all.
what I'm saying, though. The police, we feel like a lot of the gangs and stuff, bro, the police done infiltrated it. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of you dudes, people be feeling like it be the police for real. Like somebody already in there is the police, and they just ganging it, but it's a nigga sitting in there like, yeah, he's picking up the package right now. And it's like only a matter of time.
I don't even have to, like, my mind doesn't have to go like to conspiracy theories like that. Like, it's right in front of our faces. These niggas do crimes and tell on themselves. When you get on a jail call, I've been to jail many times. When you get on a jail call, it says this call will be recorded. Everybody knows that people could listen to these calls, and they're still talking about crimes, talking about who told, everything like that. And they'll get on songs. Lil Woody said that Thug was on a song talking about what Lil Woody would do to somebody to defend him. And at the time, Lil Woody was facing charges for doing something to somebody. That's self-snitching, bro. You don't need no police working in your organization giving back information when you guys are giving back information on yourselves. I don't have to, my mind don't have to go there. Y'all are doing all the work for the police. I don't have to point to some mystery man like, who could it be? No, it's you niggas. Y'all are telling me. Y'all making it easy for the police. It's
right. So who is this benefiting? Well, who is all of this benefiting at the end of the day?
Us for our entertainment. It's benefiting the people who make podcasts, the people who write articles, magazines, whatever you want to say, radio shows. That's who is benefiting: the white CEOs, the black CEOs, everybody that's monetizing this content. That's who is helping. It damn sure ain't helping you niggas, because you niggas is getting locked up, getting belt put to ass, dying out here. Niggas ain't even making it to 40 out here. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing it.
It's crazy.
Because of all these, they letting niggas trick them off the streets because they got too much ego. They trying to live up to some dumbass image. They trying to get they lick back. They trying to slide on the ops, getting slid on in the process. I got to start listening to more YFN Lucci music.
Now, right.
We ain't heard nothing about coming. We ain't heard no talking allegations about that boy YFN Lucci. He stood tall in the paint, was beefing with Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? Done lost people in this fight. He's still out here. He done got out of jail. Damn near beat the case. Making some pretty decent music. I gotta put on some YFN Lucci today. He might be the truth, man. That boy that for real, cuz. Real talk. This is a win for YFN Lucci, if you ask me. and YFN Lucci and Young Thug in some way kind of like are pushing peace. They don't squash the beef. Like YFN Lucci brought out Lil Baby. Lil Baby and YFN Lucci might even go on the run right now because it's like, yo, Lil Baby, like, I ain't saying you got to speak on your brother, but it might be time to kind of put some distance in between you and that boy because it look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if my dog told, bro, if that's really my dog and he told, I wouldn't act the way that Young Thug told. Like Bobby, say if you told on the nigga, you feel me? I'd be like, damn, Bob, that's crazy. You feel me? Like, I ain't saying you told on nobody. I don't know if you ever told it on anybody, but I'm saying if you did though, and I found out about it, I would call you like, damn, this shit crazy. Them boys got you on the interrogation. They ain't telling on the boy, man. This shit crazy. And you told me what it was. I wouldn't go out on public like shitting on you and stuff. I'd just be like, damn, that was crazy. I mean, you still my cuz, you feel me? Like, we just gonna move forward, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna stop rocking with you, dog, especially if you didn't put me in the trick bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could even feel somebody like, damn, you told on me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
damn, that's crazy. You ain't care about, huh?
Nah, but let me put in another perspective for you.
I think I know where you're going, but go ahead.
Let's say, right?
Okay.
You rock with me, you heard I told, but now you gotta publicly be seen and other people don't vouch for that kind of conduct.
I'm riding with my dog, man. I don't care what the public if that's my dog, I'm rocking with my dog. You feel me? If he wrong, I'm gonna tell him when we talking to each other, yeah, I don't think that was a good thing to do. I don't like that. If you did me like that, I tell him like, look, it make me kind of feel a little way, like, damn, would you do me like that type shit? But if you my dog, you my dog. People make mistakes. People do things that's not 100% right. You ain't gonna get everything from one person, bro. It's like you can't shit on your people like that, dog. Especially people like Gunna was helping Thug, bro. I'm sure he was giving money to Thug's situation. He was looking out for Thug pops. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he did stuff for Young Thug's sister. This man talking about free you, and for you to come out and do it, like, I just don't think that's right, bro. Like, y'all talking about for life. Y'all saying that y'all will kill for each other. Y'all brothers and all of this, dog. And as soon as something come out where a nigga told the police, knowing that the police is really against us, the police is pitting us against each other. They holding stuff over your head to kind of manipulate you into doing that. And it's like y'all more mad at each other than the police. Which, you know, you kind of put yourself in this situation. You know, there is something to be said about accountability. If you out here doing stuff, you got to be willing to take the consequences. But I'm just saying, if y'all boys like that, if all it takes is for you to tell on somebody for a nigga to just completely disown you like that, it's like, I don't even know if that street thing is anything to really be a part of, dog. Because it's like,
it's
you
not,
know,
bro. I mean, we know that, but
I mean, I know that. I mean, that's why I'm living a certain way and they live in a certain way. But it's like, these street rules don't really make no sense, bro. Just like you said, how does this make sense? It don't make sense, nigga. That's the answer. This shit don't make sense.
No, but it's been too many. I see the change because it's just been too many cases where people are seeing it's bad for rappers, it's bad for rappers, it's bad for gangs, it's bad for streets, it's bad for, you know, it's just, there's no way, bro, you can tell me people can still slither through. Like, you can still got kids that can get them, that they can sleep through, and they can't notice and be aware of knowing what's going on in the past, that you can kind of school them to be like, look, these are this is bozo behavior. It's a dead end. It's just like, it's more and more obvious now. It just make it hard for me to see kids make that decision and like go down that path.
Listen, we niggas, we like shiny jewels, we like women, fast cars. That's still gonna be enough to drag people in that life. And you know, niggas got egos, want to be tough, and tough niggas get respect. That'll open doors for you. You know, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna see a stop of it anytime soon, but I do see a shift.
Yeah,
you know. I don't know, man. You got anything you wanna say just to kind of
Man, we're
like
gonna
close
close
it
them
up? We
out,
kind of
man.
I don't want to drag it too long. I don't want to drag it, you know.
No, man, it is what it is. I want to know what y'all think about all of this in the comment section, and we,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
crazy.
we're
I
gonna
can't like I see that there was some words that came across the screen, but I can't really see what niggas be saying. Like you seen some comments? You see it on your screen?
yeah, I see it on mine. I
I
see
can't see what niggas be saying. I be wanting to see like
what they
what niggas
talking about.
saying so I can
That's
respond to.
cool. We
Oh
gonna
no, it was me. I could have just clicked over and seen. You feel me?
man, you
Okay.
gotta get news to the stream yard. But look,
Okay. Oh, I see a nigga in there talking shit. Okay.
yeah, it's all good. But look,
Yeah.
man, close them out with what with what we the hats are behind it all. Go
Hey,
ahead and
man.
close them out, man. We go ahead and get up out of here. You heard? I
Hey,
appreciate
man.
y'all for tapping in. Shout out to Mama Lisa, man, and everybody tapping in.
Yeah, man. Keep it shrewd,
Okay,
man. Don't play chess with a damn pigeon, man. He just gonna knock the pieces off the board and shit on it and then strut around like he won, man. Just don't play chess with a pigeon, man. That's what I gotta say, man. Before we get out of here.
For real, man. Shout out to it, man. I'll let y'all. We gonna let y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love.
Yeah,
This bird ass nigga, man, in the comment section, man. Get
yeah,
out the
bird ass nigga, man.